Hey, everybody, coming up on today's Madge Unmuted, we'll be talking about holiday sex and chickens. Join us. Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Madge Unmuted. I am your hostess, Madge Madigan. Tis moi. Welcome. I got a new little set going on here. Doing a little experimenting. Speaking of experimenting, I have a friend here today. My friend, my guest, my good friend, and how many times can I say good friend? Scott Spezzano.
Hi, Madge. I'm her monthly friend. Just call me Red.
I don't have that anymore.
Good. Excellent.
So anyway, hi, Scott Spezzano, morning radio show legend.
We've worked together and crossed paths for the last 30 years.
Have, yes.
Known each other forever. Used to work together somewhat. It was a lot of fun.
Used to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting in trouble, what were you telling me?
Speaking of getting in trouble. Yes, I'm going to tell you a story about the time I went to a sex club today. But first, let me just introduce you to my new set. We just got some tchotchkes here. We love them. We got our friend Jesus. We got our friend... he's an oil rigging guy. He was filled with bourbon just this morning.
Yeah.
No, it's all gone now. We got to come up with a name for him. So, and then we have this thing.
That was my great-great-grandfather, Alpheus Hodges.
You're so full of shit. So it's this. I love gaudy, so this is it. That's
You're
why
here.
I'm friends with Scott. Anyway, all right.
Wait. Now, hold on a second. I got a question for you. You said you've been to a sex club?
Haven't you?
I've been to a strip club, but nothing that...
No,
okay. Anyway.
So, yeah, it's kind of fun. But, wait. Before I forget, I just read... Okay, you remember... I hop around a lot, so stay with me.
It's okay.
Do you remember Angela Lansbury? She just passed away, like, what was it, last month or something?
Yeah.
So,
Mrs. Potts. From Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast and Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Did I do that wonderfully? And
Murder,
She
Wrote.
Jessica. Okay, so anyway, right after she died, John Waters, there was an article on page 6, you know, that really great. It's like the gossip page of the New York Post. And John Waters had it resurfaced the anecdote he had from his book that was a couple of years ago that he saw her at a sex club.
Stop.
In New York City.
Angela Lansbury in a sex club.
Yeah.
I can't unsee that.
Yeah. So wait. She wasn't doing things.
She wasn't
she wasn't
like
performing.
She
wasn't commentating. Oh,
no hosting.
It's a very, very good rogering right there. You give her a rousing, good randy fellow. No, she was. It was this place called Hellfire in New York City, and in the 80s, it was just kind of like the place where like celebrities go and hang out.
Oh, okay.
But
it was like
there happened to it was
like a cool bougie joint.
Yeah, it was like Andy Warhol. It was kind of like performance art going on around them, you know. So like the one anecdote is he's talking about how, you know, you'll just be standing there talking about, the latest novel or whatever, and like out pops a penis from a glory hole. He said, and so you just move locations. So have you read the latest Sylvia Plath? Whoops. Okay. Whoop. No, thank you. Yeah. So anyway, I can't unsee that in my mind. So
I can't either.
But it makes me think of about 20 years ago. I've been divorced for 20 years, and I was like 35 and 30 pounds ago, and I was dating this guy who was really hot, and like I was really hot, and he made me like really hot, and so we went out one night, and this was in Colorado, and we pull up to this house, and I was like, oh, what the fuck, is this where he hides the bodies? I don't, you know. So we go in there, and there's like this reception desk, and they're like, oh, right this way, and we go in. I had no idea where we were, mind you. I didn't know what this was. I thought we were like going to somebody's party or a private spa or some shit. We walk in, opens this curtain, and there's all this nakedness. It was a swingers club.
Hey, now.
It was a swingers club. And you know how it was like a nightclub setup. You know how there was kind of a riser and then riser that you could sit on.
Yeah, like a bench.
It was all covered with carpet.
It was all carpeted blocks and things.
And mirrors, and it was all these people, and you know how you have, you know, like we all have fantasies, sexual, whatever, and you're always thinking about these sexy, hot celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, oh, Christy Milk. Oh, that's really old and dated. But, you know, like
Angela
Brad Pitt,
Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury, and somebody super hot. These people were not that. These people weren't.
Oh.
No.
Like rode hard, put away wet. Yeah.
They were like your middle-aged Archie Bunker. It was. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. It was.
You were the hottest one there, I'll bet.
I was that sex club's 10 back then. In real life, I'm a 4. And yeah, it was just like women that had too many babies and had pancake boobs and guys with big fat bellies.
What's the moral of the story?
Don't be disappointed. Your fantasies aren't always going to be like what you thought they would be.
Yay.
Aim high, shoot low. Speaking of shooting low, we'll be back right after this.
Wait a minute.
The oyster's in the drink.
Yeah.
What's the drink?
It's beer and like Worcestershire sauce and tomato juice.
Do it.
I still can't get it.
It's still in there. Shoot it. Yeah.
Did you get it?
I got part of it.
Still there. It went in and came right back out.
Yes. No thank you on that one.
You've had worse things in your mouth.
Oh, not really, no. I didn't enjoy that at all. Speaking of eating, we got Thanksgiving coming up.
Oh,
Are
man.
you excited? Would you ever buy... Are you having turkey?
We had 2 turkeys, and I spatchcocked them.
You know, what the fuck is that? Because I literally just saw someone use that word today.
First of all, it's the best word ever.
I thought it was...
Spatchcocking is when you take the backbone.
Oh, no, sorry. What is it?
When you take the backbone out of the bird and then turn it over and do like a Heimlich on it, push, and it cracks the breastbone so it lays flat, and then it actually cooks faster and more evenly, in about half the time.
Well, was it alive or dead when you did that?
It was dead, but it was frozen. I had to thaw it.
Okay.
I've never done a live turkey before. Have you?
No. And it didn't even dawn on me to do that. My son lives in Brooklyn, and I was down there in October visiting him, and we're walking down the street, and it was, down there it's very...
Brooklyn-y.
No. It's, ethnic, very ethnic.
Oh, sure.
Different nationalities, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Melting pot.
And so, so there's this whole storefront that's written in Spanish and very colorful. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's a animal market. And I was like, oh, like a petting zoo? How lovely. How nice. And we walk around the corner and you can see these slats. And I peek inside and there's like all these animals in cages, all these chickens. And he's like, Mom, no, that's where you like go and you pick out your animal. You pick out your chicken.
You pick out
like
your chicken?
you could do a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh.
And like you get it and they go, what? And they kill it.
So they do it right there for you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like walking by so gleefully, like, oh, this is fun. And then
Hold on. Cheap lights. Sorry.
Oh.
It's all right.
It's on the
Keep
blink,
going.
literally. So,
So wait, did you see anybody buy any decapitated birds?
No, I wasn't sticking around for that shit. I just was like, I was horrified. He was laughing so hard because he's like, Mom, the look on your face after I told you what exactly it was.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I think it's like a fucking petting zoo. But no, it's a butcher market.
Things you find in New York City, I guess.
Yeah, and that's why I suppose it's not really any different where you go to Wegmans and that's how do you think that
That's
turkey
how
got
you
there?
just didn't see the process.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No.
I'd rather not know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm not a hunter. I couldn't do anything like that. I couldn't chop a chicken's head off. Like, oh, let's raise chickens. Like, we'll get free eggs.
I
But
can't even.
no.
Okay, quick aside, dudes on dating profiles, Tinder, please don't pose with dead animals. All these dudes with got my deer here in the park, and that's not enticing to any chick.
Janice, I'm Holly, I'm Nora, and I'm Eunice.
I love that bit. Make sure you follow her on TikTok. What is it? How do you get there?
Just Madge Madigan, Madge Unmuted.
So the holidays have come and gone.
Yes.
At least
Well,
Thanksgiving has.
The one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you don't have your parents?
No.
Yeah,
my
neither do
parents.
I.
Now, didn't you just
We're
lose
old.
your anniversary of losing your mom?
Well, yeah.
Just a couple days ago.
Yeah. What? Well, yeah. My mother died 9 years ago, like the week before Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
my father died a few days before Halloween 10 years ago. So that sucked for a while. But I found that, you know, especially when somebody dies right around the holidays, or even if it's your first holiday without a loved one, there's ways to get over it. And I found it was humor.
Really?
I don't know. Did you? Yeah.
You know what? I found it was alcohol.
Well, it's all rolled into one.
No, it's funny because I think your mom and my mom passed right around the same time. Because it was like my mom's was like November 14th.
Mine was the 17th.
Right.
That's
I remember
right.
That.
They were days apart.
We're connected somehow. We've known each other for 30 years. No, I think humor is a good way to put it.
It is.
It comes and goes when you're trying to be funny about it.
Well, but it's also whatever your temperament is, like your family. My family is just all about jokes and all about humor. It's like, well, okay, no, it's mostly me. But anyway, no, like I remember when my dad was in hospice and he was, gonna pass. He was 89 years old.
Yeah.
So it was, and I get there and I'm the youngest of 6. And my other brothers and sisters were like, oh, whatever. And I walk in, I fly in there in Arizona. I fly in, I walk in the door, and I'm like, so, is this how you get out of mowing the lawn? And they were all kind of like, and everybody, and my father, who had been like non-responsive, just laying there with his eyes closed, he goes, and I was like, okay.
You got a reaction out of him?
Yeah, I got a reaction. And I did that a couple of times with different jokes, and my mother's like, that's the most responsive he's been for a while. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, God, when I go out, I
want people to party.
I want people to party.
Yeah, I do too.
And I would want them to remember me afterwards party,
Weekend at Bernie's, stand me up in the corner.
Exactly.
Put a beer in my hand, have a nice day.
Exactly. Put pictures of my different faces like I made in that video on the tree. So yeah, that's what I want. So anyway, give it a try.
Yeah, if you've lost a loved one, especially around the holidays, even if it happened like near the holidays or you got the one that you're experiencing without them.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you should think of just having a little levity.
It's okay to lighten up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have some relatives that might have a stick up their ass, but you know what? Give it a try.
Go over to Aunt Gladys and do a one-cheek sneak right near and go like, Grandma!
Give her a flick. Anyway, give it a try. Humor is healing.
Speaking of humor.
Okay, well, to top off that Backdoor Santa, nasty
Santa.
song, Backdoor Santa hit the grand poobah of lyrics was, I ain't like old Saint Nick who only comes but once a year.
Oh, wow.
Pew, 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 pew.
But he comes all over the world.
Hey, we're going to wind down for this week.
But not until you tell us what's going on next week. Seriously.
I don't remember. No, I'm just kidding. We got a fun one for you next week as we're continuing on with the holiday theme. We've got our 3rd annual Christmas Songs We Hate.
Yay!
Scott's been on the first 2.
I have. I've been there since inception.
Inception.
Oh God.
Oh, I mean, not that. I mean,
Not Contra.
Not Contras.
No,
Excuse me.
no.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, right.
Inception, and again, we'll have our friend Sean Patrick McGraw.
Oh, tell everybody about him. What's his story?
Sean is he's got black hair, blue eyes. No,
No.
I'm kidding. I mean, Sean. We grew up together, but he's a singer-songwriter in Nashville, and he has been performing for 40 years. But he's had all kinds of songs he's written for other people in the past. He's toured with big names like Keith Urban and whatnot.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think the thing that I think is so funny is that he's written a lot of theme songs for like Hallmark movies.
No.
He said that's his big money maker.
We have to bust his chops about
I have to
that.
bust his chops and see if he can come up with some ditties for us.
Oh my God. Let's come up with, unbeknownst to him,
Yes.
let's come up with 3 really horrible Hallmark movie names and have him see if he can riff on a couple.
What can we make a Hallmark porn movie? You know,
No, even better.
in
it's
honor
like
of my sex club visit.
An episiotomy Christmas. Or something like that, right? You know, they're pregnant in the hospital, the whole package, and it happens on Christmas Eve, and a miracle baby is
Very
born.
in vitro Christmas. Anyway, no, I like the Hallmark porn movie thing myself.
You and your sex club and porn and stuff.
You know,
John, would you please take care of your woman?
I take care of myself just fine. Anyway, sorry. On that note, we hope you'll come back for next week's
I can't
Madge
wait.
Unmuted. Hey, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. Send me money. Tell your friends, and they tell your friends, and so on. And we hope to see you here back next week on
Bye.
Madge Unmuted.
See ya.
Bye.